Jannik Sinner has finally beaten Novak Djokovic at the ATP finals, and this has made things very interesting. 42 winners, 26 unforced errors, and Novak Djokovic still lost the match. He was on a 19-match winning streak, of course, after losing the final of Wimbledon to Carlos Alcaraz. What a night for Jannik Sinner. It's the fourth time he's played Novak Djokovic, the first time he's beaten him. It went all the way to a third set tiebreak, and he demolished him in that third set tiebreak, playing some great shots, went 5-love up quite quickly, and ended up winning it 7-2 in the end. And I mean, there were some fantastic shots. It was a really good match. Of course, it's not the end for Novak Djokovic. He can still qualify, and you never know, we could still be watching Novak Djokovic, Jannik Sinner to settle the whole thing. That is a potential final which is on the cards. Looking at some more stats, so with victory in Turin, Jannik Sinner is now the 10th player to defeat Novak Djokovic in the deciding third set tiebreak. Only 3 players did so before turning 23: Rafael Nadal, Carlos Alcaraz and Sinner. So he's in extremely good company there, and that is a massive achievement to be able to do that against Novak Djokovic, who is the mental giant. In tie-breaks, he's exceptional. In decisive set tie-breaks, it's another level altogether, and it's certainly not something easy to achieve. But Sinner was striking the ball so cleanly. I thought he was really good off the return. His serve was popping at times. A few wobbly shots here and there, but that's going to be expected. Djokovic played a good game, and all in all, it was close. There wasn't much separating them. I would make it a 50-50 match, but Sinner was able to pull out some of his best tennis when it mattered in that tiebreak. Looking at the scenario, so this is how the green group looks at the moment. So if Rune beats Sinner 2-love and Djokovic beats Hurkacz 2-1, then Rune will finish first and Sinner will finish second. So Djokovic will not go through and will be going out. And that is if Rune beats Sinner. So Djokovic really needs to beat Hurkacz straight sets. If Rune beats Sinner 2-love and Djokovic beats Hurkacz 2-love, then Rune will go through and Djokovic. So Sinner could, despite winning this big match today against Djokovic, could still go out, which is insane to think. Rune would then top the group. If Rune beats Sinner 2-1 and Djokovic beats Hurkacz 2-love, all tied in sets, and it goes down to game percent won. So that's when you're going to have to start doing some maths, and it will get certainly very, very interesting. And this is a real possibility because Rune has been looking great, and when he lost to Djokovic, he said that was the best match he's played. It was very tight. So Rune has the ability to push Sinner. He's clearly liking the conditions. I think he hit 18 aces against Djokovic, so could be a really fascinating one. And it's made the green group extremely interesting. So please join us for these matches because there's a lot to play for. This is an interesting stat. So the last 3 players to defeat Novak Djokovic is Rune, Alcaraz and Sinner. So that is the 3 big new players coming through, the next gen. And I love the fact that these are the last 3 players to defeat Novak Djokovic. It is really giving a lot of hope to the new generation, because when you look at Stefanos Tsitsipas, can never get really close to Djokovic. Medvedev has done quite well. Rublev, he struggles most times. And I feel this new breed coming through are pushing them a lot more. Like Miguel Monfils, Shapovalov, these type of players, Felix. You don't really fancy them against Djokovic. Hurkacz, another one. But these 3 certainly, they've shown that they can beat him. They can beat him. And these are the last 3 players to beat him. This is a good tweet from Ollie. And this is players to beat Novak Djokovic in a deciding set tiebreak in the last 10 years. Carlos Alcaraz, Dominic Thiem, Jannik Sinner, end list. Not many players can say they've done that. Thiem, super underrated, by the way. He was fantastic in the ATP finals a few years ago, and it is really sad that we're not going to see him play at that level again. Alcaraz is Alcaraz, and Jannik Sinner now on that list too. But there we go. That is my reaction to the big matchup with Jannik Sinner and Novak Djokovic. I thought it was epic, and he snapped the 19-match winning streak of the Joker. There we go. Enough from me. Make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and join us for more ATP Finals action tomorrow. We've got Alcaraz in action, who's scrambling to get through. And Djokovic right now is in trouble. He needs to beat Hurkacz in straight sets on the next one, which makes it super interesting. Thanks for watching, and see you very soon.